Some phases of life feel like this. No matter where I turn, life keeps saying the same three things. Take responsibility. Be patient. Grow up. When that becomes the background theme of my life, I know one thing very clearly in Vedic astrology. Saturn has become my Mahadasha lord. I'm Akash, trying to make astrology simple for you. Today I want to share, from a pure Vedic astrology perspective, what it means when Saturn is the ruling planet of my current life chapter, when I am living my Saturn Mahadasha. Who is Saturn in Vedic astrology? In Vedic thought, Shani is not just a planet. He is Shani Dev, the karma phaladatta, the giver of results of my past actions. He stands for time, kala, karma, discipline, sorrow and struggle, but also maturity, justice, long-term stability. He is slow-moving, dark, serious, and very precise. He doesn't like shortcuts, drama, or showing off. He likes honest work, simplicity, responsibility, and humility. So when Saturn becomes my Mahadasha lord, it's like life saying, for the next chapter, your teacher is Shani Dev, and his teaching style is strict but fair. What changes when Saturn is my Mahadasha lord? When Saturn rules my period, the tone of life slowly starts changing. I notice that. I cannot easily escape my responsibilities anymore. The things I've been avoiding for years start standing in front of me, one by one. Time feels more serious, more structured, sometimes more heavy. From a Vedic lens, Saturn Mahadasha is often a karma settlement period. Not punishment from the sky, but the time when past choices, good and bad, start ripening and giving fruit. Daily life examples, how Saturn Mahadasha feels. Let me take you into my normal, Indian daily life with Saturn as my ruling planet. Suddenly, my career feels more demanding. The boss expects more. Deadlines are tighter. Mistakes are less tolerated. I may not get easy promotions, but when I do move ahead, it's because I've really earned it. Saturn doesn't like free gifts. He likes solid, deserved growth. At home, my responsibilities increase. Maybe my parents' health needs more attention. Maybe I become the main earning member. Maybe I'm repaying loans, EMIs, long-term commitments. I might find myself doing things like managing hospital visits, handling paperwork, taking care of elders, supporting younger siblings. This is pure Saturn, service, duty, karma, patience. My social circle may also slowly shrink. Some time-pass friendships fade away. Drama-based relationships feel tiring. I start valuing people who are steady, loyal, grounded. It can feel lonely at times. But from a Vedic point of view, Saturn is cutting away what is unnecessary so that my life becomes more real. Health, discipline, and Saturn's strict love. Saturn also rules chronic issues, bones, joints, aging, weakness due to overwork. During Saturn Mahadasha, life might show me back pain from long sitting, fatigue from overwork, digestion, or sleep issues due to stress. From a pure Vedic view, this is not random. Shani Dev is saying, you have treated your body like a machine. Now you must build discipline, regular routines, simple food, proper rest, or I will keep reminding you. So I may suddenly become more serious about waking up at a fixed time, simple, sattvic food, walking, yoga, basic exercise, regular health checkups. It feels like life is forcing me into self-regulation. That is Saturn's way of creating long life and stability. Work, debts, enemies, Saturn's justice. In Vedic astrology, Saturn is connected with workers, servants, poor people, debts and loans, enemies and legal matters, routines and service. So in Saturn Mahadasha, if I've treated people under me badly, that karma can come back. If I've taken careless loans, I may have to face the result. If I've been lazy with my duties, life can become stricter. I might find myself clearing old debts, finishing long pending tasks, facing people or situations I've avoided. From a Shastric perspective, this is Shani's justice, not random cruelty. It is, face this, finish this, learn from this, close this chapter properly. At the same time, if I have been honest and hardworking, Saturn can also give big, stable rewards during his Mahadasha, especially later in the period. Promotion after years of effort, own house after long saving, respect that comes slowly but stays. These are very Saturn-type gifts. Inner experience, how Saturn changes my mind. Inside, Saturn Mahadasha changes my inner attitude. I may notice I become a bit more serious, less childish. I think more about future, security, structure. I question my wasted time and useless habits. Fun doesn't disappear, but it stops being the center of my life. I start asking, what am I building? What will remain after 10 to 20 years? What is my duty towards my family, my work, my own soul? In Vedic terms, Saturn draws my attention to dharma through karma, right conduct through right action. There can be phases of sadness, isolation, or frustration. Shani Dev is known for showing me my limitations, but if I cooperate with that process, I slowly become more mature, grounded, and realistic. Slight hints of deeper things. In a full Vedic analysis, Saturn Mahadasha will depend a lot on Saturn's sign and house in my chart, the houses Saturn rules for my lagna, Saturn's conjunctions and aspects, and also how his antardashas, subperiods, unfold with other planets. And of course, we haven't even touched major transit themes like Sadesati, Ashtama Shani, or Saturn's return, each of which can mix with the Mahadasha and color the experience even more. Those are big topics for another day. The essence of Saturn as Mahadasha Lord. For today, if I keep only one sentence in mind, it is this. When Saturn is my Mahadasha Lord, life becomes a classroom of karma, discipline, patience, and maturity. It may feel heavy, but it is quietly building the strongest version of me for the long term. Once I understood Saturn from a true Vedic perspective, I stopped seeing him only as a planet of fear. I started seeing him as that strict teacher who doesn't smile much in class. But years later, I realize, because of him, I learned how to stand on my own feet. If you want to see what Saturn as your Mahadasha Lord is doing in your chart, which areas he is testing, and where he is secretly building you up, visit astrology.com for instant astrology.